Okay, here we are, week 6. I will answer any questions you have next week about both tests, but for now, just please watch this video on the midterm written exam. So this is just a video so that you can get an idea as to what the exam will be like. But before we begin, I know you already have this, but I just need to remind you because, well, it's important. So let me remind you of something that you already have. Now, here's the first part in Korean, right? Semester 1, professional English, midterm written exam. Basically, it's telling you the date, the time for each section, right? So 10:10 to 10:30 will be the written part, and 10:30 to 11, the reading part. And again, yes, April 17, that is a Saturday. You will have 12 minutes to complete 14 questions for the listening section, and you will have 25 minutes to complete 16 questions for the reading section. And as you know, there's more. I know you already have this and you've already looked at this, but I'm just reminding you one more time. Yeah, this is the important part. Okay, you must take the exams on a desktop or notebook computer. You will not, I repeat, no, you will not be able to take it on any mobile device you have. Tablet? No. Phone? Absolutely no. So be sure the volume is turned up on your desktop or notebook. For the listening, headphones are recommended as you do not want to bother anybody. And just make sure that you can hear it. Once you begin your exam, the time will start. Your exam will end automatically after 12 minutes and then after 25. You only have enough time to play each listening file once. Be sure to give yourself enough time to complete the exams for both. You are responsible for making sure you take this exam on a reliable computer and that you have good internet connectivity. There will be no makeup exams. Now, that last part. If you have a true emergency, you need to contact Weguko Kyoyukwan, Building 02, or Building 2. Please contact the office there first and tell them why you feel that you need to take the test because at a later date because you had an emergency. Then they will contact me. All right, now, you are responsible for making sure your exam is reliable. Okay, the good internet connectivity, yeah, please make absolutely sure that your connection is good. This is something you should, this and the volume, these are two things you should check before April 17th. Just go on YouTube or something, just and play around with the audio and using headphones and adjust the audio to what you feel is good. Then, on the day of the test, you can then put the audio there. You already know what's good, so you can adjust the audio on the day of the test for that. As far as good internet connectivity, again, yes, make sure that you are somewhere where the connection is on all the time. And of course, this is not in the document that I gave you, and I know I may have mentioned this because I am making this video a few weeks before, but just to be sure. Okay, so this has happened, I think, when we first started doing this online. Of course, we had never done it, so problems came up. We fixed them so that now I know that last semester everything ran smoothly, but something happens on your end. You lose connection somehow. The company that gives you your internet decides it's time to work on it. I don't know, something happens that we could not see, you did not know about, and you lose the connection. Okay, so here's what I always tell my students. Videotape yourself. Somehow record yourself taking the exam. Now, I do not want the video unless something goes wrong. If something goes wrong, you can send me the video showing that, hey, something went wrong. And then I can show my boss, this student, something went wrong. We need to, what can we do here? Right? I need proof, even if it's just a, screenshot showing that you lost connection. So recording yourself is basically if the audio cuts out or something goes wrong there with the audio part. The screenshot would be like if you somehow all of a sudden your internet went down. You could take a screenshot showing, hey, all of a sudden I lost connection. I don't know why. Here's a screenshot. And then when I go to my boss, I can show my boss proof because my boss wants proof that something went wrong. So video proof or screenshot proof. And of course, I will talk a lot more about this next week. I know you will have questions about this. So please, I know you want to go online and send me a message asking me quick questions, but please, any questions you might have, you are not the only one. So I would want to hear these questions and then answer them in Zoom class so that everybody understands exactly what needs to be done. All right. So enough about that. Just make sure that you have connection. If something goes wrong, as long as you record yourself taking the exam, you will have proof. If nothing goes wrong, then you do not need to show me the video. All right, one last thing I wanted to say was, so the exam starts at 10:10. My advice, be at your computer at 10 o'clock and just make absolutely sure that you have everything you need. Again, exam starts at 10:10. if you're at your computer about 10 minutes early, making sure you have what you need and everything works, you should be fine. Then when it starts, you're not going to stress about, oh, I didn't bring this, oh, I don't have this. You'll be ready to go. Speaking about ready to go, let's get to the exam. Okay, now what I'm going to show you is not the exam, but what the exam is going to look like. Okay, I just want to be clear. You will not see questions and such. All right. So the listening part of your exam will be starting with photographs. You will see a photograph. Somebody will be saying this too in the audio. When you start the audio, somebody will actually be saying this. You will see a photograph. You will hear 4 statements about the photograph. Choose the statement that best describes what you can see. The statements will be spoken only once. And of course, it will be larger than this, but there will be, now, I don't know yet if you're going to see all 4 of them and then listen to each one, or you're going to see one photograph and then another again. I'm not absolutely sure. I'll probably know by next week exactly how it's going to work, but you will have to choose the correct sentence for each photograph that you see. And it will look like this. Photograph 1, which one of these is right? Photograph 2, so on. So that's part 1 of the listening. All right, questions 5 to 8. You will hear a question or statement and 3 possible responses. They will be spoken only once. Select the best response to the question or statement. Right, and then you will listen to and you will choose the best response for each one. So you'll have a question or statement here, or you will hear it, choose. You will hear it, choose. You will hear it, choose, and so on. Okay, that's questions 5 through 8. All right, next part. You will hear a conversation between 2 speakers. The conversation has been divided into 3 parts. Listen to each part of the conversation and select the best answer to each question. So, okay, I want to be clear here. The conversation, there'll only be one. But that one conversation is in 3 parts. And for each part of the one conversation, there will be a question. You will have to choose the best answer to each question. All right, next. You will hear a short talk. So one person now is going to speak. Think of it as a presentation of sorts, because it's only one. The one talk is divided into 3 questions and 3 parts. So basically, just like the conversation, now it's one person talking, but the one person talking, it's divided into 3 parts. It says here, read the questions and then press play, then select the best answer to each question. Now, I don't know if this is going to be on the test or not, but it says the time limit on this section is, and again, we don't know what the time limit will be. Replay the questions at your own risk. Again, you have 12 minutes total for the listening part. If you feel you have enough time to play this audio one more time, okay, but again, it's your risk. I'm not saying right now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is a suggestion. You will see what the time limit is here. You will then have to think, do I have time to play it one more time? You know, how much time do I have left for this part of the test? Do I have time to play it one more time? Yes, manage your time very carefully. Again, it's your risk if you want to play it twice. All right, so the talk will be divided into 3 parts. Answer the quick question for each part of the talk. And again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's really important that you know how much time you have left and will you be able to play this one more time. Now, this red section, maybe it won't be on the test, maybe. But if you see it on the test, it's very important that you look to see what the time limit is for this section of the test and think, can I do it? Can I play it twice? Do I have enough time? Again, this is where managing your time very carefully comes in. That is why it says here, read the question, then press play, then select the best answer to each question. I cannot emphasize this more. Your risk, manage your time. All right, let's move on to I believe it's the reading section now. There are only 14 questions for the listening, which means there are 16 questions for the reading. And here it is, reading section. Okay, it starts off with sentence completion, right? You'll have a sentence, a blank space. Which word do you think goes in the blank space? I mean, we all know this. We've done this many times from the book. So, yeah. Sentence completion. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Then, okay. Then we'll have a text completion. Okay. It will be a reading with blank spaces. The reading will be longer than this. I mean, there will still only be 4. There will still only be 4 blank spaces, but there won't be 2 lines. There'll be about 6 to 8 lines, something like that. It might be even probably closer to 6. It'll be a short reading with blank spaces. Choose the correct word for each space, or what you feel is the best word. All right, moving on. Text completion one more time. So there'll be 2 parts. of text completion. All right. Then we'll have a reading comprehension. This is where you will be reading a 10 to 12 line paragraph. Make sure to read it first before answering the questions. Again, with the reading, it's always important to first read it and then look at the quick questions and answer the questions how you feel it should be. All right, so that's it for the review of the midterm test. Yeah, because there are 16 questions. We are now at the last part, 16. All right. So here I'm showing you a calendar. Now, I know I did not talk about this when we started the video, but all right, starting next week. Now, if I'm able to, I will make the video available. I will make the exam for us available on Sunday. What it is, it's going to be a practice exam. So you will see exactly what the exam will be like before you actually take it. Now, I just want to be clear. This exam here is not the same as this. Again, it's going to be a practice exam. It will look like the exam you're going to take so that you actually can see what it looks like and kind of time yourself and see how you do. Now, I was told it will be available starting on Monday, April 12, until Friday, April 16, which is next week, right? But like I said, I will try, if they allow me, I don't know, I will try to make it available so that you can start a day earlier. But again, it's just a practice test before the actual test. When is the actual test? 17, 10, to 11. We just went over all of this, right? So yeah, I do want to show you one more thing. I showed you this in the TOEIC video. It's the website. It's the website where I said. Remember, I said something like. I believe I said something like, "This is what the test might look like. I'll let you know." All right, so let me. So I'm going to go to that site. And then I will pull up the site. So bear with me for just a second as I pull up the site. All right, and I now have the site. Sorry for the delay there, but here we go. So this is what we saw in the talk video. I think you're probably watching that video this week. So if you haven't seen it yet, it's the video for class 1. It's basically TOEIC picture descriptions. But I do say in the video that these sections here are 95% identical to what the midterm test is going to be. So, and it's also a very good site to go to practice and see how well you do. Now, if you will notice that in the video, when I did the test with you, this is random. It's never the same twice. One of them was wrong. One of the pictures for the best possible answer, there was something kind of not right. So anyways, if you watch the video, you will see what I'm talking about. Well, you have to watch the video. It's part of your attendance. So the video is this week. So either you've seen it or you're going to see it. But what I really want to talk about is this. It's similar to the test that you're going to take on Saturday, April 17. So you have the practice midterm written test, and you have this website. So you have a couple of places where you can study and practice taking the exam. All right, so this site is called Exam English, and the website is examenglish.com. Right. So, and again, I'll probably mention this again during class this week and next week, because this week we are doing picture descriptions for class. So I will want to show you this, and then next week I will mention this site as a good place to go to study. So, yeah, that's about it. So let me bring up the calendar and remind you one more time that the practice exam is starting on Monday, April 12 until Friday, April 16. I will try to make it available on the 11th, and your midterm written exam will be online starting at 10:10 and finishing at 11 o'clock on Saturday, April 17. And if you have any questions, which I'm sure you will, please wait till next week, week 7, to ask me, because any questions you might have, other students may also have the same question or the same type of question. So on that note, I will see you in class. Bye.